Alright guys, in this video we're going to talk about the three functions that probably I use the most often. These are all one-letter functions. They're super quick shortcuts. Let's start off with the first one. Let's say I'm trying to say dogs are vermin, but instead I write dogs aren't vermin. And it's like, oh no, I wrote the wrong thing. Here's what you need to do. You just hit the D, the letter D, that stands for delete. And look, it gets rid of whatever you say. And you'll use that often. Maybe you'll send the wrong question, or who knows. The next key is the I key. And that stands for ignore VMH. So let's say I write M 1.3 and I say, oh, that's not what I meant. So I get rid of what the VMH says, and then I can also follow up with the D key to get rid of what I said. Or let's say that the VMH sends out some type of an automatic response that doesn't really make any sense in that context. Again, you just send the I, and it's going to delete the most recent thing that the VMH said. Final one, here's probably my favorite one. So suppose that I say, what is your age? And the student says, age is how old you are. Okay, now in this case, the student hasn't responded to what I said, right? They didn't get the question. So let me just type that again. So I say, what is your age? Now, okay, so the student hasn't responded to what I actually asked. So here's what you can do. You can hit the R key, and that stands for repeat. And that's a really nice one. Here's what R does. It does two things. One, it'll have the VMH re-say what you said, and it's also going to give a text-to-speech audio. The audio is going to literally read out what you wrote. And this, you'll be surprised at how often. If you're new, you're going to be shocked at how often you'll use this key. If you've been here for a while, you're not going to be surprised about anything. It's very common for students to just totally misunderstand a question. It's no big deal. They're under a lot of pressure. This is a hard program. Sometimes things get a little weird. So those are the keys. D for delete. That's delete what you wrote. I for ignore. And R to repeat whatever you just said. And let me give you a bonus one. If you write two R's, it will show you the last few things that you wrote, and you can basically push the button to send that thing into the channel. Anyway, the R, the I, and the D key, you'll use them fairly often.